podcasts around the world. Thanks everyone for joining us on the Solar Objections live action role play. I have the pleasure to introduce a big UFC fan, fellow poker player, Solar Pro, and my friend, Solar Joe.
Thanks, Bruce. And I have the pleasure to introduce Jasper Combe on the Cinco de Mayo show. So happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. And Jasper, thanks for being here. And Jasper's been doing solar for a few years now. And he was actually, before solar, doing the work at the Texas oil fields. But when he saw solar, he saw a different thing. And you can see the passion when he's on Facebook, when he's talking about solar and he's talking about working out and music and the things he talks about. But one thing I really like about Jasper is that he's different. He brings a different perspective, a different game, and and I really like to see different perspectives out there. So, Jasper, thanks so much for making some time here. How you doing, though? Oh no, that's bad timing. You froze. Are you there? Let's get you in and out. There you go. Thanks for being here, Jasper.
Okay. Man, it's awesome being here. I appreciate it. Your show is like prestigious. It's like it's nice. It's nice.
Thanks, man, so much. Thanks for being here, bro. But you know what? Everybody's watching. It's not easy to get on camera and go on live streams, and Jasper so comfortably does it all the time. But if you're excited to see Jasper get on here again, do a live stream, you know what? Put in the comments. Let's go. Hey guys, if you want your name shown, you have to go click on the post in the bottom of the link and click on the StreamYard's link to give permission, or I'll just say Facebook user. But go ahead. If you have a question you want to ask Jasper, he's open. We're going to get to it. If you have an objection you want him to handle, he'll get to it. So go ahead and get to that. But today we're playing a little different. I'm going to play the role of the family friend, homeowner, and Jasper will be playing the role of the Solar Pro. So let's get started. What's up, cuz? Hey, man, Jasper. Julie, has been asking about solar. So I saw you're, doing your social media stuff, and I know you're in solar. So I want to reach out to you, man. Can you hook it up? Give me a great deal on solar?
Yeah, sure. Like, what made you want to go solar all of a sudden? Like, what's your interest in it exactly?
Well, I've seen your stuff, so you got me interested a while ago, but Julie, she was never really into it, and she was kind of procrastinating, so I was just waiting. But she just mentioned that she's got interested now, so I'm like, hey, Jasper, what's up, bro?
Okay, well, yeah, I can give you the information, and yeah, of course, you'll get the family discount, which is 0.5% off. No, I'm just playing. It's I hope I hook it up for the family, but I kind of want to know like a little bit more about why you're wanting the info. Are you curious about solar power in general, or are you wanting to power your home?
I'm just curious about solar. I see all your posts and things you're saying about it doesn't make any sense to rent electricity if you don't have to. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, I just been waiting for Julie to get on board, and now she's kind of getting on board. So I feel good about hearing what you got to say, man.
Well, basically, this is where I start. I kind of just go off of what you need and what you want, right? So I don't know what you want and need. You do. And so usually people tell me what they want and need, and then I'm just a glorified waiter. I just give them what they want and need because they know what they want and need. They know their situations better than I. And I know you're my cousin, right? And I know that you're still mad at me for stealing your toy like 15 years ago.
I'm not mad at you.
Hey, but if you could like send me a copy of your bill, your utility bill, do you get that like in the mail? Do you get it? Do you get it on your phone, or how do you get that bill?
I definitely want to get it to you, but I don't want to just go with you because you're my cousin. If I trust you, I want to get your opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
Which solar company is the best one?
Well, you know what? The best one is the one that you feel right about. In this market, in this competitive market, there's no room for a subpar anything. Subpar product, a subpar consultant, a subpar company, and everybody's kind of competing at the top level. And it really just goes off of how you feel about it, because it's not like the words I'm saying, it's the feeling that you get when I say them that makes you make a decision or not make a decision.
No, that makes sense. So how does this whole thing work?
Okay, so this is how it works. Basically, we just find out how much you're using over 12 months, and it'll tell you on the bill most times. Have you ever seen like a little graph on your bill?
I think so. I don't really pay attention, man. You know.
Right. How much do you pay, more or less?
It's about $200 or so. They higher in the summer.
Okay. Wow. So you're spending a lot of money. I can see why you would want to maybe look into solar, right? Have you heard that people have been saving money? Does that interest you at all?
Yeah, man, of course. I can save money. Why not? So, you know, I just kind of was waiting for Julie to get into it. But if I could save money on my electricity and not rent it anymore, that's what got me interested.
Right. Are you environmentally conscious? Or are you, because basically this is the thing that I ask. People always go solar for 3 reasons. Either they want to do better for the environment, which is, I mean, you can think about that in a lot of different ways, but we only have one planet, right? So the people that come after us, and even the most hardcore oil field worker, which I was an oil field worker, but you get the hardcore ones that are not really so much aligned like that. And you say, what if your grandchild, the first breath that they breathe, is it going to be cleaner? Or is it going to be maybe more polluted? So a lot of people, they go for environmentally conscious. Then you have the people that go for money, savings. It's a lot of savings. And then you got the people that want independence. They want to be on their own. So which one do you feel most closely identifies with you, and why you want the information? Right? Saving money for sure. Okay, that's cool. Well, yeah, you'll save money. Solar wasn't made to save people money, but you'll never lose money. It's saving money. That's like already a given. So whenever you get right, what do you think you want to do with all the money that you're going to save?
Depends how much it is. How much am I saving? I don't even know.
I'll be able to tell you whenever you send me a copy of your bill. So what I do is I take your bill, I put it into our system, and it's very simple. It spits me out some options. And basically, I just go with you through the options to see which best fits you, because not every solar project is the same. They're all different, right? A lot of people think that, just because, cousin Merle down the street got, messed over on his deal, that I would. And that's not the case, because they're all specific. Basically I just go off of what you need and what you want, and that's found on your bill. So just shoot that over to me, just maybe take a screenshot, shoot it over to me, your email, and that's it pretty much.
Okay. So then
I will send you,
I'll send it over to you so you have it. So you have the information. What else do I have to do now?
That's it. I'll text you a proposal. I'm not going to call you. Basically what I do is every few days I'll send you a quick video. It'll be like 2-3 minutes long. I'm not trying to bore you here, right? We don't like talking on the phone. We don't like having to get on Zooms. It's like, you're right. Right. But people like to text. People love to text. So, I don't want to, do anything that you're uncomfortable with. So I'm just going to text you the proposal. You'll have how much it costs. You'll have how much you'll save. You'll have all the details right there. If you had any questions on the details, then what I can do is I can answer those questions at that time. And the way that I'll answer them is with a video, is with, proof, because, Paralips will tell you anything, right? So you want to see the proof. And that's because you're my cousin, I want you to have the best deal. And besides, I want it to not be awkward at the family get-togethers. Like, come on, man.
No, I like that you could just send it over to me and I can look at it, because a lot of times everybody was trying to like come over the house and talk for hours, and it was like getting annoying, so that's awesome that you could just send it over to me. But can I ask you a couple of questions,
Sure.
before you send it over?
Sure.
So, because
Sure.
I'm really worried about my roof. Like, I don't want to get a solar panel and then, 15 years later, I have to pay for a new, roof and have to take the solar panels off. How does that work?
How old is your roof?
I mean, it's about 10, 15 years old, something like that.
Do you know if they had 20, 30, or 40-year shingles on them? Would you
Yeah,
know that?
They're like concrete tiles or 50 years or something.
Okay. No, well, you're good there. Can you do me a favor and maybe like send me pictures of your roof later just to confirm? But I'm pretty sure that they're good. This is just for me to know. And the more I know on the front end, the quicker the job goes, the quicker the project gets installed, and you start reaping those benefits of all those savings that you want.
All right, so this was not a big deal then.
No, it's not a big deal at all.
Okay. Because the other thing was like why Julie got interested in solar was, I mean, she was interested in solar because of her real estate agent friend. You know, she was always telling us how it's going to make it harder to sell the house, and she was putting it off. So is that still an issue? What's going on with the houses?
Usually, and that's a very valid question. You know, a lot of people trust their realtors, and they should. I mean, if their realtor sold them a house and gave them a good deal, you would think that, you know, that relationship would be very strong, and that's a good thing. Realtors focus on selling and buying with less red tape. So that solar in their minds could be a possibly harder work. And that's not a cheap shot at realtors. It's simply the truth. Realtors focus on buying and selling. The homeowner focuses on living. The realtors and the homeowners will not have the same problems. And that's what I can say about that. That's what I could say about that. It's just a case-by-case basis, because realtors say that about, you know, solar, but do you plan on selling your home in the next 5 years?
No, I'm not, but you know, I'm excited. I want to do it, and one of the reasons why I'm excited, I want to be able to have, you know, backup power. I know that comes with solar.
So let me ask you a question. Did you want to add a backup battery system to your project?
Of course.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
Doesn't everybody get a battery?
No, absolutely not. That's a big
Why wouldn't
myth
I
that a
want to
lot
get
of
a smart battery? I don't get it.
Right. And that's it's like I guess I could say it's a myth that people that have solar will, and when the grid's down, will have power. And it's sad that, you know, it's not distinguished, but you won't. The only way that you'll have power in your home when the grid's down is with a battery, because the energy coming off of your solar panels, if the grid is down, that means that somebody's working on it. And if there's power coming off of your panels, then that means that there's power leaking back to the grid and could kill somebody potentially. So it's shut off. The frequency is shut off whenever the grid's down. But with certain systems, you can have a fully functioning microgrid. And when it just detects the failure and clicks the battery on, and it's pretty simple. It's rock and roll.
All right. And so is it a good idea to get a smart battery now or wait till later, or what do you think?
Well, let me ask you this. You're in California, right?
You know it.
You need a battery. You need a battery.
Yeah,
I'll get one now.
I'm getting some backup power outages, man. They're always warning us with these fires and stuff, man. So I am worried about
it's peace of mind and comfort. Those things. I think it's worth it, because whenever you get it, you'll be so glad that you did. And if you don't have it, you'll always remember that you should have got it. You should get it. You should absolutely get it.
Okay. You know what? It's like, I just paid off my car. You know how I just paid that car off, man? Like, we're like out of debt. So I'm just like, I don't want to have to add debt though. Is that the only way to get solar, man?
No, it's actually not. You can pay in cash. And I don't know if that is, you know, I don't want to, you know, be too forward, but could you pay cash?
No, heck no.
Well,
depends how much it costs. I'm imagining how much, you know, what you're saying, and I don't think I can afford, you know, $20,000 or something crazy.
Oh yeah, no. Well, the financing is not it is debt. That's it. That's just the real. It's debt. But what are you getting in exchange for that debt? You're getting savings, peace of mind, and your next door neighbor, he doesn't want to go in debt. He's not going to go solar when the grid fails. he's going to be coming to your house. So the money that you'll save and the good that you'll do, and you being a good example for, the environment in your neighborhood, is absolutely worth 10 times what, you're going to go into debt for.
All right, so it's okay to get in debt if I'm making money on that money, right? Okay.
I mean, I think about it like this, nobody likes debt. Nobody likes it, but it's a necessary thing. You got to have it. It's going to happen. It might as well be for something good for the home, instead of like a boat that's like you wreck in the water like a month later and you're still stuck with. It's better, for it to be something like this for the environment. And obviously it's going to save you a lot more in the long term than what you're going to be in debt for, because we have this referral program. I'm with a platform called Powur. It's pretty much the best thing since sliced bread. And they have this program called the Ambassador Program. And you can be an ambassador. And all that means is that you believe in solar and you love your friends. And you are going to refer your friends to solar just to get some information. If that leads to them installing a system of their own, you get $1,000 a pop. Most of my clients pay off their systems quite early and they're out of debt with cash in their pockets, still saving money.
This sounds great, man. And I'm going to send you over my electricity bill. I'm excited, but I do want to warn you that Julie's talking about getting Tesla and she's throwing some ridiculously low pricing. So I just want to make sure.
Sure. No, that's fine. If this is your first quote, what I do, since you're family, get 3 quotes. After you get 3 quotes, come talk to me. And then you'll have my quote before that first person is begging to come to your house to sell you something. You'll have my numbers to compare. How's that sound?
That sounds good, man. I'm excited. What else I got to do?
That's it. Business with me is very easy. It's simple. You tell me what you want and I serve you. I'm not here to sell you anything. I don't sell, but people buy from me all the time because I care about them.
And close. That's it, man. See, you just get right to the point. Hey, Jasper, I know you do things different. I wanted to kind of take this opportunity, I know you don't talk on the phone a lot with homeowners, you do a lot of texting. Can you talk a little bit about that, really quick, and how that felt with you?
Well, I mean, it's really simple. For me, I was calling a lot of people, and I'm like, voicemail, and I started doing some research, and there's like this, I forget what the name of it is, but it's a study, and it shows that texting versus calling, the numbers, and they were staggering. It was like night from day. And so I thought about it a little bit more, and obviously you see me now and I'm chill, but I work pretty hard. The work that I do, I feel it's more psychological. I feel that it's more mental. And it's really just about finding out how people spend their money and how they feel about the purchases that they spend their money on. And it's all right here. Everything's done right here. Everything. Grubhub, Uber Eats, everything, Amazon, everything's done right here. There's no people involved. There's no people. The only people that are involved are the person delivering the product and the person typing in the order. And the closer you can get to that, the easier you make it for them. Nobody wants you in their house. Like, nobody wants me in their house. I don't want to go to nobody's house. They're like, oh, what? The solar guy's supposed to show up. The kid just threw up. The dog made a mess in the living room. The house is bad. Tell him we can't do it today.
I don't want anybody coming to my house. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. That's basically how it goes, man. Like, especially with COVID changed the game in a way that it evolved the sales cycle. I feel it evolved it like super fast, much more so than if it would have been a normal 2020, which obviously it was far from normal. And it was a challenge for all of us. It was hard. It was very difficult for many of us. And if you didn't adapt and evolve on the fly, if you were stuck, closed-minded to new practices, new things, Well, your pockets showed that same, result. It's not easy changing whenever you're used to doing something that works for you. But if you're not constantly tweaking your game and in love with tweaking it, you're going to be left behind. It's just a matter of fact.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know what? I mean, we were done pretty quick there. Do you have time for a few quick questions?
Sure.
All right. Solar Pro Q&A. So, Jasper, first, there's some comments I want to get in there. We got Braden, who took the time to click on the StreamYard link.
Shout out to Braden.
Let's go. And we got a Facebook.
Yeah, shout out to Braden. I like Braden. He's a good man. Braden's a good man.
Shout out, Braden. Solar Joe. I think Braden wants you to try to overcome this objection.
Sure.
I don't like my information floating around. Can you just send me a portion of my? Oh, maybe he was just giving you help there. Can I just send you a portion of my bill?
Well, here's what I'm going to say. If you feel that your information, once it's given to me, will be floating around, then maybe I'm not the person to do your deal. Because I deal on trust, transparency, and time consciousness. And I basically just come to you as a servant, and if you don't trust me, well, then I can't make you trust me. But I need the whole bill. There's reasons I need the whole bill. I need the whole bill because it has specific information on there that will allow me to build a system that is perfect for you. I'm not going to share it with anybody, maybe 100 people, but no, I'm just playing. But I would probably say that too, but just to make them laugh, just like get them out of there, just to get them, because they're like, this is such a big thing for homeowners. They're scared. They don't know who to choose. They hear and see things. People tell them things. People that couldn't even afford a Happy Meal are advising them on the solar system. And there might be people that they love. And their emotions are affected by that. So this is a very stressful time for a homeowner. So the less stress that you put on the homeowner, the more feeling. Maparna did a deal in the, Maparna. She's I heard about that one. She's a solar goddess, and she said there's two ways to sell. You could sell inside out or outside in, and I choose to sell inside out and show my heart to people, because it's not the words that I say, but it's the feeling that people get whenever I say the words, and they're happy that they stuck with me.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that they don't have to ask you that question. They're pretty much
yeah. If there's like a thing of trust, oh man, like if that's a sign right there.
Red flag.
It's probably a waste of your time, because how they say, don't be afraid to pass up a deal. Yeah, don't be afraid to do that, because you'll spend a lot of time. And I, as a young solar gun, wasted a lot of time on these deals that I thought would close, and they would, but they never closed. And so I just decided to value my time a lot differently. And so if you don't trust me to send the whole bill or something like that, yeah, you're good. You can go to somebody else.
I got another comment. Can't tell who it is, but think of debt as using other people's money at an insanely low interest rate to free up your money to enjoy your family, invest, etc. Make it real. That's just perception.
I try not to get the homeowner to think my way, because a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. As soon as you leave, he's going to go right back to his original way of thinking. So I really think
homeowners. You have
no. And homeowners are very slick. Homeowners are very smart. They see right. They see through you. They can smell crap a mile away, and that's why I just keep it real. Just keep it real. I'll get all the nitty gritty stuff right up front. That's just the best way. You want to treat every homeowner like your mom and dad. Every single one of them. Treat them like your mom and dad. Would you screw your mom and dad over? Well, heck no. Well, don't screw them over. Basically, that's it.
100% say the same thing. Braden agrees. My dude, spit and go. Thanks for the shout out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then JC said, "Hey, Joe Musikill, thanks for your contribution." Jasper Combe. Awesome. Thank
Shout
you,
out
JC.
JC.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anybody still you guys are watching right now, this is your opportunity to ask Jasper some questions or objection handling. But I had a couple of questions, Jasper. Sure. I know that, you know, Cinco de Mayo, and I know we're doing other things besides solar. What kind of hobbies you into besides solar? I know I've seen a little bit of working out and music, but is that about it?
I mean, I'm an avid chess player.
That's nice.
I love it. It's a game that I don't know if do you play chess?
I know how to play, but I don't call myself a chess player.
I found that, you know, the I guess the strategy, it makes you think maybe moves ahead, and you would already know the outcomes, not specifically, but you would basically have models of where your behavior could lead you to, or, you know, good and bad, right? But yeah, I work out. I box. I train young fighters at Angel's Boxing Club. Joe Angel, he's a world champion trainer, and it's a private gym by request only. He's kind of like that. It's in the back of somebody's house. But yeah, I train the young fighters there, and it's awesome. It's awesome to see young people develop their skills. And yeah, I do my little thing, you know. But it's, you know, it's really more of it's more of a mental thing, really. It's you know, because you should fall in love with a workout. You know, if you don't like the one that you're doing, just switch it up. You might find one that you'll really love and that you want to do. And that's the way it goes with me. And then I play guitar a little bit, and I sing. I play two kinds of music, country and Western. No, I'm just playing. But,
yeah, so hey, how about this? I'll put you on the spot right now. Why don't you a little song on the spot live?
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Let me turn this mic away real quick. It's Solar Joe Show. It's Cinco de Mayo. And it's Jasper Lee, the real Texan. I don't know. It's a little freestyle for y'all.
That was awesome, bro. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Part of what you do, I can see you have a great personality. You're smiling. You try to be real with people. You know, how do you kind of maintain that customer experience throughout, even when the customer is not going through the best experience sometimes?
It's not easy. It's not easy. The thing is, a salesperson's job, which is, you know, I don't like to say that I'm a salesperson, but I am a salesman. And our job starts after the contract is signed. Now, it's not easy, right? And the commissions that we make are large. So, you know, you're not always going to have the easiest time. And it's whenever the phone rings, just answer it. Don't avoid the problem. Just tackle it right after it. You jump all over it. And whenever you do that, you'll find that the fear, it's not really real, because we're like, oh, it's a problem. The homeowner is not as well. The homeowner is good at what he does. You're good at what you do. Be good at what you do and keep doing it. You know, just handle the problems and be creative, and don't be closed-minded. Don't be negative, because being negative in your thoughts, well, yeah, your sales are probably going to suck. Your life's probably going to suck. So it's about being positive and about loving people and caring about them, and not just talking about it, but showing it.
100%. Homeowners love communication. Just let them know what's going on.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes.
Let them know. As you let them know and they know what's going on, they'll be happy. And then if you're a problem solver, then you're just a superhero, you know. And that's
like, get on their social media. You have to get on their social media. If they do not let you on their social media before, okay, so that game right there, every single homeowner has a specific social media that they like. For most of them, it is not Facebook. For a lot of them, it's Snapchat. I'm connected with a lot of my clients on Snapchat.
Really?
On LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram. And a lot of us, I find like shout out to Robert Calvillo and Daniel Fernandez. We connect on Instagram. Shout out to Colton Willis, John Palacios. We connect on Snapchat. I have many clients across all the different social media apps, and what they want to see is they want to see you doing your thing. They want to believe in you. Now, if you try to be squeaky clean and like, straight laced professional, man, they don't like that. They want to see you mix it up a little bit. Be real, be yourself. And you'll find that they root for you more than what you would think. They want to feel good that they made a good decision on you. They want to feel good about their decision on you. And that's what you want to give them. And so every day I'm just making them feel better and better about their decision that they made in me, and that causes them to give me referrals. I get pretty much right now I'm 100% referral based sales.
Well, not only are you have good customer experience, you have good audience experience here. So we got to hear a fan. Love it, Jasper. Nice guitar jam too. LOL.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Cheering you on, and we got another one.
JC.
Love it.
Hey man, it's cool to be on your show, man. You've built something, because like normally I'm not nervous, right? Like to get on camera, I get on. I've sang in front of 5,000 people.
You just jump live.
Right. Yeah, I just like, let's go live. But like for your show, I was like, oh snap, I'm kind of feeling something here. It's because you built something and it's beautiful. And we talked for the first time, I don't know, like 8 or 9 months ago, and I've been in solar for a while, and I think the guy that you might have coming up, I used to watch his videos as well, and it's so beautiful that like we're all connecting. And shout out to JC. JC has a amazing YouTube channel. If y'all are not subscribed to JC's YouTube channel, subscribe. Solar Joe is awesome, and you can't replace good vibes and good people who want the best for you. Man, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's what I love to be around. That's why I jumped on Solar Joe's show. He asked, I said yes.
Yeah. And I appreciate you, Bonnie. Let's keep going on that subject. Actually, do you have any specific mentors or trainers that are really like stuck out that really helped you get to where you are now?
Whenever I couldn't even close a deal, whenever I started in solar, I knocked for 3 months, and I would turn on YouTube and I would watch solar videos, and James Ramos. James Ramos.
He's gonna be on next week, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, because
that's crazy.
I was depressed and sad. I'm like, man, and that's something that the young consultants go through. They go through, and it's good.
Even the senior consultants go through that. Bro.
Yeah. And what I can say is that's good. That pain that you feel, that's good. And that pain, because pain is a great teacher, is a very good teacher. And so it's good that you feel that pain, because that pain will lead you to where you want to go. Pain is the way. I mean, it shouldn't be always painful. You should, when the airplane is taxiing down the runway, it uses all of its thrusters to get up in the air. When it's in the air, it can throttle down a little bit. And that's solar. It took me everything I had. I mean, everything I had. I knocked for 90 days straight without a sale. Every day in summer, in San Antonio weather, a little warm. And I didn't quit, because I believed in what I was doing, and I believed in myself. And people asked me, can you teach me how to close? And I was like, well, first we got to get you to be a good person, right? Because closing has everything to do with you being a good person. At least an honest one with the customer, and not, you can feel when someone has your best intentions at heart. And you can tell James Ramos, whenever he was talking on those videos, you could tell that he cared, and there was something about it. And I would watch those videos, and I had never closed a solar deal in my life, but the way James Ramos had it, it made sense. And I'm very grateful for his for the videos that he puts out. That content took him time that he'll never get back. Oh yeah, he has fire content. Straight up. 100%. And he has a badass Tesla.
Yeah. Hey man, you got some more comments here. You got one of your mentees, it sounds like. Olga Teo, my mentor.
She's actually a power mentor herself, and she's amazing. She's she's amazing. I can't put into words enough the value that she has, and she's amazing. Thank you, Olga.
Well, you brought up door knocking earlier, and there's somebody asking for a little advice, so maybe you can give it to them. Any advice on door knocking opening lines?
Sure. So I used to knock doors exclusively, and I haven't knocked a door. I don't knock doors anymore. And I just did pretty much all online. But the first thing out of your mouth should be what you're there for. You should be on Nextdoor app. I'm on Nextdoor app in my area, and I see them, the long threads of just people that are just, oh, he tried to get me to say this and this and this, and they are hip to any little thing, any little, I don't want to call them deceit-based sales, but the first thing out of your mouth should be, hey, I'm Jasper. I sell solar, but I do it honestly, and I care. I'm not going to sell it to you right now. Can I, and just boom, get right to the point. Get right to the point. If you get right to the point, people will like you a lot better because you didn't take their time.
Especially in Texas.
Oh, no, no. Oh no, we'll see. We see right through that. Oh my goodness. We're like, is he serious? Yeah. Just get right to the point. Yeah, just get right to the point. And people still buy from door-to-door salesmen. A lot of people say door-to-door sales is where it's at. I know it made me a lot of money, but the way that I'm doing it now is just not door-to-door. But if I had to do it, I know that I could do it again. It's I think it's mind the state control. Jordan Belfort has a chapter about it, and it's in your mind. Everything's in your mind. So you have to be in the right state of mind. And if you are vibrating on a very grateful level, anxiety and depression cannot live in a grateful mind. So if you're anxious and depressed, you're not grateful. So the universe isn't going to give you more of what you want. It's going to give you more of what you don't want. And that's just, it's just positivity, really. Realistically, of course. But
no matter what, door knocking or phones or virtual, people are going to say no and no over and over and over.
Yeah.
And reject you. So how do you deal with no's and rejection, man?
They're not rejecting you as a person. They're rejecting your offer. They're rejecting your offer. Not everybody's in the market for solar. Whenever I was a young solar gun, I asked anybody and everybody, hey, you want some solar? You want some solar panels? Want some solar panels? And no. Yeah, it would get discouraging, and that's fair. And it's time. How much time do you invest in your craft? How much time do you spend driving around neighborhoods? Oh, there's solar on that house. Let me get out and talk to that person. You want to find the decision-making processes of homeowners. Every homeowner has a decision-making process. And what you want to find, it's kind of complicated. The way I would say it, it's really simple, but I think I would complicate it by saying it. But you want to find out what makes homeowners tick. You want to find out how they do their business. They don't want to feel like they're being sold. Develop a relationship with people before you go asking them to spend their hard-earned money on someone that they don't even know. Show them that you care. Friend them on Facebook. Don't friend them and then bing, hit them. I don't do that. I mean, people. We already talked about that, but I don't hit people up on Facebook. I don't, not anymore. A lot of my Facebook lives are about life, because sales has everything to do with life, and life has everything to do with sales. And that's what people want to hear about. They want to hear about life.
Yeah, they don't want to hear about it. You don't want to buy. Hey, you want to buy solar? It's more about
no. You want to kind of slip it in the way Jim Rohn would slip in Herbalife while he was talking about life. The way Jim Rohn would go hard, and then he would slip in Herbalife, ding ding, and then he would keep talking about life. So it's all about moderation and keeping them engaged, just keeping them interested. If you want to make them laugh, and make them laugh. If they're serious and they're just straight to the point, it's not about copying who they are, but it's about getting them to be comfortable around you, because that's a big deal. If if it's not comfortable for them, if they have a bad feeling, they're not going to go with you, and that's okay. A lot of times I ask homeowners why they didn't go with me, because I still get no's. And what I do now is I try to identify what I did wrong. And I'm humble. I say, a lot of people probably wouldn't ask you this, but I mean, I know you went with another company, and I really want to know what I did. And I assure you that the pain that I will feel will be all that I need to be able to learn from it and help somebody else, because that's all I want to do is help.
It never works for me. Whenever I do that, it gets all awkward, and then it's like, oh, I gotta go. How do you get it?
It does get awkward a lot, and that's because people have lost the ability to communicate.
Yes, 100%. I get it, bro. You took a lot of time out, man. We're almost done here. But what's going on with you next, man? Like, what's up with Jasper? What's next in your journey here?
So I don't talk about next moves, but it's going to be amazing. Powur is a platform, guys. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Powur, or there's a lot of people that are on Powur. I think Charles said something like we sold out like 30,000 Aptos panels in like 3 weeks. You got to think about the volume, the sheer amount of volume that we push. And not only that, but the just ease that we give the customers. Our customers have great experiences in multiple states. We have the Jonathan Brunasso. Shout out to Jonathan Brunasso. Shout out to Charles Thompson, Bobby Smith. Those are guys that I learned from. JC Rangel. Those are guys I learn from on a daily. If you're not studying the top people in your industry and trying to emulate them while still maintaining your own identity, right? It's like chicken. You eat the meat and throw out the bones that you can't use, but you eat the meat. Scaling, baby. We're scaling.
Nice, man. I like it. What's next for you? I'm going to keep learning. That's what's next. I'm going to just keep learning, right?
Yeah, you have to fall. See, behind this, there's nothing but books. All up here is nothing but books. There's books all over my room, and that's because you have to fall in love with learning. And you should never feel like you know more than anybody else, because we don't.
We got a few more comments though. We got somebody agreeing. Absolutely. Braden saying, one thing I have learned in door to door is that you can only knock so many doors.
Yeah.
And then we got a shout out for you, the real Solar Texan.
Hey, that's it, baby. That's it. You already know we're representing real Texans.
You say it enough, people know. They'll cheer you with it. Yeah. Hey, bro. Anybody wants to reach out to you? Any last thoughts?
Absolutely. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to watch this. I hope it helped somebody. And if you want to find me, you can hit me up on Instagram. Follow me at Real Texan Solar, RealTexanSolar. We're on and popping, and we're doing this for the environment. We're doing it for the people. And yeah, man, it's awesome. Thank you so much, Joe.
And it looks like you got at least one new fan. It says, this was solid. I am a Jasper fan now.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, and I'm not writing. These are real people writing these out here. All right, Jasper?
Yeah, no, that would be a trip, right?
Hey,
I think
man,
a lot of people.
You mentioned James Ramos, and we got James Ramos coming in next week.
Yeah, man.
University. Tell me a little bit about your experience with James before I would let you go.
James had never heard of me, but I had watched James' videos whenever I was having challenges closing my deals, and just the amount of content that he put out. And he has content for all these little situations, and it's gold. It's gold. He drops dope content. He's a very good individual. He's a good man, and I'm blessed to call him a friend. So yeah,
100%.
Awesome.
I would say one of the few people in solar you could call a solar influencer. Like
straight up.
Solar trainer. So I'm really excited to have him next week. But Jasper, again, man, thanks so much for doing this. It was real fun. We got to do it again. All right.
Peace. Hell yeah, let's do it.